Welcome to The Outside Man, the layman's guide to rugby league. Hello, Matt. How are you going?
I'm going really good,
Yeah,
actually.
Look, yep, we're missing our two sidekicks. So,
Yep. Jason Callan.
Yeah, Jason and
I thought
Carlin.
we were the sidekicks. Well, okay, well, it's official.
Yeah. So it's back to the OG group.
The OG, it's like back in 2023.
Yeah, I know.
Last season.
So yeah, it's probably a bit better. Do you reckon?
Oh, there's a bit more room on the table.
Yeah, there's a bit more room.
We'll let you be the judge if it's better or worse or equal.
Yep.
You leave us a comment, hit the like button, hit the share as well, and hopefully we'll earn your subscription today. We're trying to get to 100.
Yep.
We picked up another couple this week.
Ooh.
Thank you to our new subscribers. Thanks for joining us and playing along at home, watching our shenanigans.
Hey, just before we get into the footy, we actually have a Queensland team in a grand final. The Lions.
Yes.
Yes.
Wrong code. That was actually I watched part of that game. Probably the last quarter. It was good.
Yeah. I watched a bit of it.
Yeah.
You know, like
I'm not a big AFL fan.
Not a big AFL fan.
Don't understand the rules.
Don't understand the rules. But you know, maybe next year we might go to do an AFL podcast.
I thought you were going to say go to a game. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, I don't know enough. And but yeah, other than that, good weekend. My team won.
My team's on holidays.
On holidays.
Cal's team was on holidays as of today.
Yep, as of today. So.
Jason's team's getting ready to.
Yep.
Who have they got next week?
Penrith.
Sharks versus Penrith. Roosters versus Storm.
Ooh, big games!
Big weekend coming up.
Yeah, yep.
Well, we'll have a chat about this past round and what we thought of it. There was a few things there that we picked up on that round, so we'll have a chat about that first, I guess. So,
So the first game was Sharks 26 defeating the Cowboys 18. Now, were you able to watch much of this game, Matt?
I did. I was actually away on holiday, so I was watching it on my phone.
Oh, okay.
And it was cutting out every 30 seconds to a minute. So I got to watch. I got the gist of what was happening.
Yep. Where were your holidays, firstly, just quickly?
So we did a trip down to Port Macquarie and back.
Oh, very nice.
So Port Macquarie is absolutely stunning.
It's mint. You highly recommend it.
Highly recommend. We stopped in at Coffs Harbour as well. I love Coffs Harbour. It's just so good.
And then I know on the way back, the mint of the trip, or the best part of the trip, was Gympie.
Gympie.
Yeah, Gympie.
Gympie. Well, it was actually Traviston, but yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Gympie's.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, it's close to home.
But yeah, I thought in this game, the Sharks just came out. It was like they wanted to win more, I thought. Definitely
in the first half.
Yeah, definitely in the first half.
They came to play. Braden Trindle was really good.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
He was really good.
We were just commenting before that he actually took the first 7 kicks as well, and sort of relieved a lot of pressure off Nico Hines too.
Yeah, so
which I thought was good. I think
it actually worked quite well. I thought
give him a bit of space, take a bit of that pressure off. Trindle was guiding it around.
Yeah. Now, do you think that there is still would be a lot of pressures with that, knowing that Trindle is the new guy and he's on like 350k at the moment, and you've got Hines on $1 million player? Shouldn't it be the other way around in most situations?
You got to remember that Nico earned that money coming into the Sharks.
Yeah.
Because he had that breakout season with the Storm, and then he was phenomenal at Sharks
for that first season.
So Sharks probably did pay overs because of his potential, but I don't know of any club that hasn't paid overs because of someone's potential. He's going through a bit of a stage now. He's had that knock during Origin, and then sort of all the media pressure and everything that's going on. So. He'll come good. He's still only young. I think he's late 20s now. So
but I thought
28.
But I thought on Friday night,
Jason will know. Leave a comment.
Yeah, it actually worked. Though.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
It actually really worked. And
Will Kennedy was great, Jace. He except for those couple of bombs that he let drop.
Yeah, he let drop. But
he had a great kick return. the team as a whole. Toby Rudolph had some great runs as well. There was that penalty try in the first half, which opened the scoring. What do you reckon about that?
Okay, so on the messenger, me and Carl had a disagreement about this, right? So I thought that it should have been a no try and a sin bin because the Cowboys halfback was within close vicinity of the ball, Tom Dearden.
Yeah.
But the referees thought that that it was going to be a try. That he would have got there first. But I just think that it was just too close to call. And if it's going to be like a 50-50 situation, I just think it has to be a penalty and a sin bin.
I actually did see that, and I did think it was going to be a sin bin.
Yep.
I think because he put it up as a penalty try, that's why Cotter stayed on. But I thought he was pretty lucky to stay on, to be honest, because they were within the 10 metres. It wasn't like a late tackle on him without the ball. It was like he tackled him to stop him. DCE did one as well in the second game. Where he held back.
One of the.
Did you see? He held back one of the Roosters in the arm. He was lucky that he didn't get put off as well. Look, I think.
Do you think that we have to look at doing a minor rule change where it could be a penalty try and a sin bin? Or do you think that's too harsh?
No, I think I'm one or the other. 6 points is potentially just as bad as a sin bin, but if you're doing it both, then that's a big. You know, because then the team could come back and score 2 or 3 tries in that 10-minute period.
Yeah, that's true.
Then they're up by 4 tries. It's probably a bit much. I think one or the other is sufficient, and I actually think a penalty goal is more lenient than a sin bin. So as much as it sucks getting extra points put on, but. So that was that try. There was a notable lack of set restarts as well in this game.
I thought it was very well refereed.
He did a good job. Was that Klein? It was actually Klein, wasn't it? He's got the nod to ref the grand final too.
He's already got the nod, has he?
Yeah, I saw a news article last week.
Matt with the exclusive.
We've got a few exclusives tonight.
Okay, yep. And do you think that the Sharks just fell asleep a little bit in that second half?
As soon as they got that penalty goal, when Drinkwater did that dropout and it went out on the full, Nico kicked the penalty goal in front, and then from there they seemed to, because they were two converted tries plus in front. So essentially 3 scores in front. I think they sort of did nod off a bit, and Cows were coming back.
Yeah, I know. It was almost like they just didn't execute properly. They were coming back, but there was actually a couple of opportunities for them to. But anyway, I think
that was pretty good. So two big injuries out of that game. I think Valentine Holmes is out. So he'd broken leg. I think they were saying, and then Kyle Phelps is also out.
Yeah, but he's retired, so
ended on an injury, which is unfortunate for him.
Can we just have a quick look at the team stats, please, Matt? Just to see, exactly, what's going on. Stats. Sharks had 58 possession, so that's
a lot of possession.
Yeah, that is a lot of possession, and to be competing in the finals, you've got to at least have 50%. So
completion rates were in the low 70%, 72 for Sharks, 75 for Cows. So
236 run meters compared to 185. So
play the balls were exceptionally quick in that game. So the Cows were like 3.03 seconds, which is fast. Sharks 3.46, so it's still very fast. So it was a fast game. And watching on TV,
and Sharks with 18 offloads compared to 8.
Let's have a look at missed tackles. That's what I want to look at.
So even Sharks with 85%.
52 missed tackles for the Cowboys.
And that's just not good enough. I mean, but even the Sharks had 44. So, I'd like to look to see if most of them came in the second half. But, anyway. So.
But overall, Yeah, I thought it was a good game. It was exciting.
Yeah.
And, unfortunate for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So close, but, they did... I think they did exceptionally well to get as far as they did this year.
Yeah.
Proud, be proud. Sharks. This is, I think this was the first finals win that they've had for like 5 or 6 years or something. So
so Fitzy must be doing his job.
Yeah, so big relief for them. They've got a big game this weekend.
Yeah, big game, but we'll talk about that later.
In a mini. And then the second game, bit of a blowout. Roosters versus Manly.
I was very happy.
Sea Eagles, 40-16.
Look, I thought that my Roosters, we came out to play.
From the first hit up.
I know.
JWH runs straight into Kohler.
I know.
Knocks the guy out.
I know, yeah. There was a little bit of a raised elbow, I thought. Maybe a little bit.
I actually thought JWH was lucky to stay on.
And he didn't get reported.
No, because Tino got reported, was it last season or the season before?
Yeah.
Remember, but he did lift his arm up a little bit and hit.
Yeah.
He broke one of the guy's jaws.
Yeah, but in saying that,
anyway.
Yeah, and then the next tackle, Jake Tavoyevich got knocked out as well.
Yeah, Lindsay Collins.
By Lindsay Collins.
So another big run. So they just came out and bash. Bash and run through.
And I think that those two knockouts not knockouts, but like HIAs, it actually affected Manly a little bit. Like I think it rattled them. And even when Jake did come back on, he just didn't look the same. So... but yeah, like it was just like
the Roosters were looking sharp.
Yeah, we looked very sharp. I was very happy with Sandon Smith as well.
Yes, he did a really good job.
He played really well.
Radley got the first try there, just ran straight through the line, scored under the posts.
Teddy proved that he's better than Dylan Edwards once again.
He had a try where he's I think it was his second try, and he's like literally like this far off the ground running. His ankles were like this as he was running.
Oh, no.
I don't know how he did it. It was like literally 90 degrees and just ran under everyone.
Yeah, ran underneath everyone, yeah. And even Teddy, I couldn't actually believe it, but the first try that we scored when Radley scored, I was like, Teddy, he passed the ball.
See what happens when you pass.
He passed the ball. And yeah, like, so...
Another big highlight of that game, Olakau'atu, 2 massive big hits for Collins. Just levelled him out twice. Lindsay Collins is a big dude as well.
I know,
and just absolutely smashed him. So watch the highlights of that. They were really good.
Yeah.
How do you reckon Turbo went in that game?
He still didn't look his same. Like
there was one run that he had. He broke through the line, and he started to slow down a bit.
Yeah.
And then submitted in a tackle. Other than that, he looked good. He made a couple of defensive errors where he just ran past one of the Roosters who just literally ran behind him and scored.
Yeah, and I thought the edges for Manly looked very average. Like they ran through Ruben Garrick a couple of times there as well. Like he just looked, I don't know, like he wasn't ready to play or something like that. And
then Ben Trbojevic scored that easy try. Ran through the Roosters. They just switched off late in the game. What was that? 73rd minute. So that was pretty well done and dusted by then. But then the next play, a bomb went up. Joe Manu has literally jumped like 6 meters in the air.
Yeah, I know.
Caught the ball and landed just before.
Easily could have.
All he had to do was roll around and put the ball down.
But he passed it to Dom Young.
Yeah.
So
easiest try of Dom Young.
Although I did have a couple of friends that I was watching the footy with, and they did have a multi, even though we don't condone gambling. But yeah, they won like $850 because that was part of the multi.
Good on you, Dom Young.
Yeah.
So yeah, overall good game. Roosters looking good.
Looking sharp.
No injuries from that game, I don't think.
No injuries, and even though Radley, like he didn't come out in the second half, but I think that was more precaution more than anything because we're already up, 26.
Yeah, so check team list Tuesday.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So yeah, they'll be out tomorrow.
Overall big weekend of footy. It's looking good. 2 really big games come up this weekend. We'll go through the ladies real quick. And then what we'll do is we'll take a break and we'll go through the next semi-final weekend. So with the women's,
Yep. So the Tigers beat the Sharks. So that was for the wooden spoon, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, I
No,
believe.
Sharks are in the finals, aren't they?
Oh, Sharks are in the finals. Oh, okay, yeah.
Dragons?
Yeah, but I actually did watch a bit of this game, and it was a dreadful game of football. Like, the Sharks do not deserve to be in the finals.
Oh,
like they were terrible. And then I did watch a bit of the Broncos and Dragons game, and they won 44-14.
The Broncos.
The Broncos, and that actually had a huge effect because they had that big win. That actually allowed them to finish minor premiers. Because in between the Broncos and Roosters, there's a 7-point for and against difference.
I didn't see that coming at the start of the season because the Broncos lost the first 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, they were running last like a couple of weeks ago. So
there you go.
And then the next game was Newcastle smashed the Cowboys 38-6. So that's no surprise there. Raiders beat the Tigers 16-12.
Titans.
Hey?
Titans.
The Titans?
Raiders beat Titans.
Yeah, right.
Not the Tigers.
Yeah, same thing. And then the Roosters beat the Eels 32-18. And I did actually watch a little bit of this game. So Isabella Kelly got hurt. So that is a massive injury.
Yeah.
So whether she comes back for the final, if we make it or not, I'm not sure. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll quickly go through the ladder. So Broncos, Roosters, Knights, Sharks are your top 4. And then the teams that missed out were Eels, Cowboys, Raiders, Titans, Dragons and Tigers.
Yeah, so a bit of a big slide there for the Titans from last year to this year.
Yep. Because you guys made the grand final.
We did. So, yeah, unfortunate. But, I would like to see some more weeks. I guess.
Yeah, I know.
There's only 10 teams, so they got to do some. But a few more games in the season would be good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really impressed with the games. Like we went and watched Titans Roosters game.
Yeah.
And just the skill level is every year is just getting better and better and better.
Oh yeah.
It's really exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Big hits. Big runs. I remember a few years ago they'd be struggling to kick goals from the sideline.
Yeah.
This year they're just nailing them all the time.
Yeah, just straight between
it's really good for women's sport. It's really good for young girls and ladies, coming up, being able to actually watch the women play.
Yep.
Because they were on KO and 9 every game this year, which is really good.
Yeah.
Really good exposure. So it's looking good. It's great for the game.
Yep.
And more footy.
Yep.
More rugby league you get to watch every week.
Yep, exactly. All right, well, we're going to take a quick little break and then we'll be back for this weekend's games.
See you in a mini.
It seems to be flowing quite well.
Flowing?
Yeah.
The evening. Or the Coke.
No.
Righto, we're back.
Yep, we're back. We're back in black. Oh,
don't stress out. It's only a cola brand that we're drinking.
Okay, yep.
For anyone
Not
who gets
sponsored.
upset. Yeah, we won't say what cola brand it is, but use your imagination.
Yeah.
It's the red one. So this weekend we've got the semis for the women's.
Yes.
And the semis for the men. So the semis for the women, we've got 1v4 first game on the Sunday. So we'll go through the women's first.
Yep.
Broncos Sharks.
Yep, so I think the Broncos will absolutely demolish the Sharks.
You reckon they're hitting their stride?
They're hitting their stride. I don't like to say, I don't like it, obviously the ponies, but I just think
they're pretty solid.
Yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah.
I know that one of their players just won their version, not one player of the competition as well. So.
Yep. So if you're in Brisbane, get out there to check it out. Totally Workwear Stadium. I don't know where that is. Where's that?
In Brisbane.
Yeah, do you know where in Brisbane?
Yeah. Are you have you ever been to Totally Workwear before?
I've been to Totally Workwear, but not the Totally Workwear Stadium.
Yeah, so if you're looking for any workwear gear,
hit them up.
We're
not sponsored.
Yeah, we're not
yet.
Not sponsored by them yet.
If you're watching. I do need some new shorts.
But I'll be watching this game. And then the other game is Roosters versus Knights.
Game of the round.
Yes, very good game. Look, I'm probably going to lean towards Newcastle in this game. You know, they're back-to-back premiers, Newcastle. So, like they've got a couple of outstanding players, and I just think with the Roosters' injuries, you know, especially if Kelly doesn't play, and then I think Jess Surgis is still out. So, those two injuries, I just can't see them.
So that'd be a good one to watch.
Yeah, although we are favourites in this one, so.
Do you think that's just because you got the home field advantage? You're playing at Allianz Stadium too.
I know, yeah.
So if you're in Sydney, get out and watch that.
Yeah, best stadium in the world.
Support the ladies.
You know, I'm going to make a quick statement.
Oh, this is going on record.
Yeah, going on record.
Yeah.
I rate Allianz at full capacity better than Suncorp.
Yeah. I've never been there, but I'd probably... Well, you're looking at, 85,000?
No. Allianz is like probably 40.
Oh, is it?
And then...
What's the... Oh, is that a core?
Yeah, that's a core.
Oh, my bad.
But what I'm saying is that, like, sometimes a smaller crowd is a little bit more, like, immense, I guess you could say. And I know that people say that there's not a bad seat at Suncorp Stadium. Well, actually, there is. If
you can sit on one of the pylons.
Yeah, pylons, or if you're up in the very corner, you know, you're turning your neck like this. Mate, I'm telling you now.
You know what's a good stadium?
What?
Seabus. It's only about 27,000.
Yep.
But we've never had a bad game there.
You know what we need to do, though?
Go there more often next year?
Yeah, more often. Either move to Sydney or, I don't know, North Korea.
I think I'd probably pick North Korea.
Yeah. So
no. Don't.
Yeah, we're actually going to have a pint with Kim.
So, Roosters versus Knights. Knights for the win on that one. I have no comment because I haven't really been following the NRLW this year as much as I would have wanted to. So that leads us to the men's.
Yep, the men's.
The heavy favourites in the first game on Friday will be Storm Roosters. So Roosters short turnaround, Storm longer turnaround.
Yes. Now, do you give the Roosters any chance?
You know what? I do, because if they come out and play and upset Storm so they don't get into the rhythms, I think Storm can be beaten.
Yeah.
I think Penrith can be beaten as well.
Yeah.
To be quite honest. Look, Roosters, will they win? Maybe not. Probably not.
But I think it'll be a lot closer than what people think it will be.
Yeah. It depends how they start. If they come out, if JWH comes out, fire in his eyes, doesn't get put in the bin.
Yeah. See, I feel like if we score first, it gives us a major advantage.
What's Roosters' record like in Melbourne?
Okay, let's not discuss that. I think the last time we won down there, I feel like was 2019, and I think Latrell kicked a field goal. So, look, I think... but, it will be an interesting game, like Nelson against Jared, and Look, I'm starting to get a bit nervous, it's...
I think they'll be alright.
It's the kind of nerves that you feel when you're cooking a steak and you're not sure if you've got it, and you want it medium, and then it comes out and you cut it and it's on the table and you can't really take it back.
Oh, like when you order one?
Yeah, when you order one, yeah.
You can always send it back.
Yeah, you can always... But doesn't it feel a little bit...
I feel like I'll just eat it anyway.
Yeah, I'll just eat it anyway, yeah. So, I don't know if that's a real good analogy, but...
Yeah, so you don't know if the Roosters are overcooked.
Yeah, overcooked.
Or undercooked.
Yeah.
Look, it's one of those things, it's a bit of finals games always change teams a bit. They'll always play up in the finals. Melbourne coming off a long fortnight.
Would that be a good or a bad thing?
Well, historically, it literally could be to detriment.
Yeah, and
because there's been tons of teams that have come back after the break and just failed miserably.
And since 2020, the Storm really haven't done much.
They're consistent though.
They're consistent. Yeah,
like in the last 20 years, I think 15 years they've been in the top 6 or something.
Yeah.
So,
and the last thing that I'll say is I know that lots of people don't give us chance, and same with the Sharks, is that yes, we're not the favourites to win in these games, but at least we're in the game. Or we're there. So you've got, if you're a Titans team, you're no chance because you're not playing. But
that makes sense.
Yeah, but we're there, and
I think it's going to be a cracker of a game. It's going to be argy-bargy, and like you said, it's going to be closer than what you think.
Yeah, and then actually, can I just pull up one more thing?
Sure, we got time.
Okay, so I was actually maybe thinking about going down to this game, right? But then I looked, because the AFL Grand Final is the next day, and I don't know if this is going into politics or something like that, but I looked at the flights, and they are upwards of $1,800 one way.
Yeah, of course.
It's
also a long weekend in Victoria.
Oh, okay, yep.
So people will be going for the long weekend. You won't be able to get accommodation, and flights will be crazy expensive.
Yep.
But for $1,800, you just drive down, wouldn't you?
Yeah. But I'm calling on the Australian government. We're going to start our own. Now we're going to start a politics.
No, you need the ACCC.
Yeah, we need an ACCC investigation into price gouging. All right, second game, Penrith versus the Sharks. Now, is Jason and Isaiah, are they going to be talking to each other this weekend?
I think it might be a bit frosty in the Wotherspoon house this weekend.
Yeah, I think so.
But, the upside is that at least someone's going to be happy.
Yeah.
But...
So does the loser sleep on the couch?
Maybe.
Yeah, or in the garage. Yeah, in the backyard.
We'll have to get Jace to phone that one in.
Yeah.
Look, I think in regards to that, Jason's is pretty well Panthers' second team. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jace, but I would say that his Panthers are probably up there.
Yeah.
So he's happy. He'll be happy that the Sharks have made it this far, that they had their win last week. And I think the win last week will give them that belief. And I think they do, Penrith are so solid though, and they've got so much finals experience. They're just going to be a finally oiled machine, and it will take a big ask for Sharks to come out and put it to them. Can they do it? I think I say it all the time, any team can be beaten.
Yep.
Will the Sharks do it? Probably not. But
yeah, I think that it'll either be a Sharks just win or Penrith win by 40. Or not 40, but
a big win.
Yeah, like a big win. Yeah. That's sort of my feeling. So
yeah. Sharks have to not take the foot off the gas.
Yeah.
If they do what they did with Cowboys and what they've done throughout the season, turn off in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's when Panthers get their stride, and they'll come back and smash them.
Yeah.
Just like they did in the grand final last year against Broncos.
Yeah. But typically, except for the grand final, Penrith are good leaders, but they're not very good. If you get them down by... in saying that, they have came back, actually. Yeah.
So, big weekend of rugby league, big games. I'm really looking forward to it. I'll be home. I'm going to watch these games. We should even see if we can watch a Roosters game.
Oh, yes. That would be good, yes. Yeah, I'd be keen to go.
Yeah. And then, before we go, there's been a few player movements.
Yeah, so...
Some news this week.
Yep, so Campbell Gillard from Parramatta looks like that he's almost certain to sign with the Titans.
Certain to go to the Titans?
Yeah,
I read the news and they said that there's the 5th team or 6th team to put their hand up for him.
Oh, okay, yep.
What do you reckon about that? Like, RCG...
Well, you're the Titans, man, so...
I think he's going to want too much money.
Yeah.
If we could... And Parramatta have come out and said they're not chipping in anything towards his wage.
Oh, okay, yep.
And they've given him permission to explore other options.
Yeah.
He's looking for a longer contract.
Yeah.
So I think Eels were only going to give him year to year. I think Broncos were the red hot favourites, but they were only going to give him 2 years.
Yeah.
So he's looking for more. I don't know how you could give him any more than 3 at the most anyway.
Yeah, at his age.
So I think he's 31 or 32.
Yeah. Do you think he would work in a Titan system, though?
I think he's got the work ethic.
Yeah.
I think he's more of a classic forward.
Yeah.
And I think Des Hasler likes that sort of,
yeah.
you know, attack and defence.
Just hard working.
Yeah. So I think he would fit, but we've got so many forwards now.
Yeah, do you think you need more backs?
We need a lock in our 7, 6, 9 and 1.
Yeah, so
we need to finalise those. That's fine. And then we can worry about that. Like, we got Tino coming back. We got Fafita, we got Mo, you know, we've got Jamin,
Yep.
we've got other guys that are coming up through Reggie. So,
and the other signing or potential signings that I'm hearing from my sources are that sounds like Ben Hunt will be off to the Dogs. So,
where's he going to play? Is he going to play 7 for Toby Sexton?
Yeah, well, he probably is a better player than Toby.
Yeah, but Toby's getting better.
Yeah,
he's
I know.
coming good.
Yeah,
and Hunt's an old boy now.
Yeah, and sounds like the Dragons and Ben Hunt don't get along.
Is Damien Cook going to the Dogs as well?
No, he's gone to the Dragons. He started off at the Dogs and then he went to South.
Yeah, okay.
And then now,
so he's going to Dragons.
Yeah, so...
it also came out today that Reece Walsh has signed a deal extended with Broncos.
Not confirmed.
I think it's pretty well.
Yeah. But
the ink hasn't dried yet.
You'll hear it here first on the Outside Man.
It will be confirmed when you're watching this podcast on Tuesday night. So 5-year deal. So he's currently on $600,000 a year.
Yeah.
So he's got next year for 600, and then he's got the next 4
for $1 million.
1.1.
Yeah. Now, do you think that that's overs?
I think that's overs.
Yeah.
He's good and he's got tons of potential, but I think he's still a 50-50 player. 50% chance he's going to have a great game. 50% chance he's going to have a few little fumbles. But he is only going to get better. I'm sure of that, and he will be a superstar in the game. So I guess they have paid a bit more on that potential, and also the next 5 to 6 years is typically the prime age for his position at fullback.
Yeah.
So, he's 22. He'll be, I think it's going to be 28 or 29.
Yeah.
As long as he's turning 23, so 28, 29 when he's finished. So, it's the best years
of his life.
Of his playing career.
Of his playing career,
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
good on the Broncos. Andrew Johns has come out and reckons the Broncos actually got a bargain and reckons that he should have been on 1.3.
Oh, okay.
So, apparently one of the other clubs is offered... I think the Broncos offered him 1.3 at the start of the year.
Oh, okay,
They wanted to see how he went or something, so...
Yeah, and his form quite hasn't been there.
No, I think he's had some really big hits this year. Like, he's been smashed.
Yeah, and I think that's affected his confidence.
Towards the end of the year, it looked like he was still playing with a rib or
busted
a hip.
shoulder.
And then he did his wrist anyway.
His
hand. So, look, he's a superstar. He'll be a superstar for a long time. So, I think it's a good pickup.
Yeah.
It does tie up a bit of salary cap space, but look, Broncos.
It'll actually be interesting with how they go there because they've just re-signed Ezra Mann as well.
Yeah.
And then they're looking to sign Sam Walker, and he'll be on $1 million plus as well, probably.
He's not confirmed though for Broncos.
I know, but I'm just saying it would be interesting to see where they sort of where they go for the future. But anyway.
So that's it. We've only got probably 2 or 3 episodes left.
Yep, before we leave you.
Yeah. Leave the season at least.
Yeah, leave the season.
Yes, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it if you give us a like.
Give us a like.
Share.
Yep.
Play the video in the background so we get our viewer retention
Yep.
up. You don't even have to listen to
And
it.
remember, if you watch the full episode, I owe you a palmy.
You owe me a palmy because I watched the full episode.
Yeah, that's
last week.
right.
So I still edited the video and I was on my holiday.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's worth 2 palmies.
Oh, worth 2 palmies.
Yeah, so
Okay,
we'll have to sort that out. So yeah, and subscribe too. We're still chasing 100. We've still got time.
Yep.
We're at 53 subscribers right now, so 47 to go.
Yep.
If you've got multiple accounts, feel free to jump on, subscribe on those as well.
Yep. If you have friends, get them to like it and subscribe. So yeah.
If you've got their logins and passwords for family members, jump on their accounts and subscribe.
Yep.
Are they allowed to do that? I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah. Anyway.
It's free to subscribe and we appreciate it. Yeah, have you subscribed yet?
Yes, but I didn't know it was free.
It's free. 100% free.
Oh, how gorgeous.
Jed will even give you a palmy if you watch a whole episode.
Alright, see you guys. You guys have a great weekend and live life to the fullest.
And have a great life.
And have a great life.
You stuffed it up. You missed the line.
See you guys.
See ya.